Renaissance Man Education here. I remember when I was in high school, what I did as a student was there was a section of one of the buildings that was dedicated to business education. So in the Business Education Center, it was a comfortable fit for me. Back then, I guess I'm telling my age here, but we learned how to type using typewriters. This was in the late 90s, early 2000s, and computer labs were somewhat of a new thing, as was high-speed internet. But we learned keyboarding, typing, business communication, speech, public speaking, computer programming at the basic level, and also everything in the Microsoft Office suite. And my mother, after my father passed, she sent me to a technology camp to make sure that I had those skills and that I was up to par in that area. There was also Future Business Leaders of America. That was a club, an extracurricular organization. We also had what was called DECA, which was the marketing program. So if you essentially half of the day you could attend school and the other half you could learn how to do jobs in the retail sector. Or there was COE, which was cooperative office education, which would allow you to attend school for the first half of the day. And then in the second half, you could work in an office environment. And if I'm not mistaken, most of those students who were in that program, the school had a working relationship with the state of Louisiana, or excuse me, the local government here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So those students would have office jobs in that particular area. So, good morning, excuse me. So that was one form of career and technical education that I participated in. But that wasn't the only thing that was available. These programs are still available, by the way, but hear me out and I'll get into why I feel this video is necessary to be created. You may hear some of the students I mentor in the background. They're kids, that's what they do, and I understand that, and I hope you understand too. This channel is designed for children anyway, so and young adults, so it shouldn't be anything you're not familiar to. Anyhow, we also had welding on the campus, automotive technology, carpentry, and there was allied health. So students who were either interested in a job as a CNA or certified nurse's assistant, or if they want to go on to work in the medical field. And I know some of those classmates of mine, they went on to be radiologists, radiology technicians, nurses, even some doctors. The point I'm making is we used career and technical education. As a matter of fact, the principal of the school used career and technical education to push the school in a certain direction. But we as students took advantage of these opportunities to make sure that we were taking our education and taking advantage of every opportunity in front of us. Now, fast forward to 2022. What has happened, and this is my opinion, I don't know what happens in all of the budgeting meetings. I do have experience as a principal. I can tell you what I did, and I put every opportunity in front of my students on the campus that I could, and I had different businesses to come in and recruit my students. But these trade and skill programs in most places have been moved to a centralized location, meaning your campus may or may not have these programs depending on the funding available, the staff available, whatever resources are available, and they've been moved to another building. So a lot of places in the first half of the day, students will be transported directly to a career and technical education center. Either way, and the reason I think that was done is because from what I see, students don't sign up for these programs anymore, and I'm not sure why. At one of the places I work at, young people can get OSHA cards, which is the Occupational Safety and Hazard Administration, a governmental entity. You need an OSHA card to be able to work in any type of environment which is considered dangerous. So the railroad, or if you're working for a railroad company, a chemical plant, a construction site, you actually need an OSHA card to be able to work. And if you have to pay for this as an adult, the last time I checked, which was 3 or 4 years ago, it was $600. It could be $800 to $1,000 now. And you can get it free in high school. And we struggle for students to sign up for these programs and to complete the programs. And it costs the school and the taxpayers money, and the kids aren't interested. The Career and Technical Education Center in one of my work sites went to recruit students recently, and it appears to me that not many students wanted to sign up. So what I'm reaching out and telling you young people today is this: even if you don't think you want to do a trade or skill or utilize it as a career, it's an option. Options are good, ladies and gentlemen. Career and technical fields, while they may be fields which require hands-on and what many might consider hard work, such as plumbing, heating and air conditioning, the technical term / acronym is HVAC. There's also computer programming, which is not as hands-on. There's computer networking. There's drafting, which is the basic fundamentals of architecture. There's allied health, welding, carpentry. You can learn these skills in high school for free and be work ready when you leave, or those credits can apply towards college, and kids are not signing up. Ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're a young man, nobody's going to come to save you young men. Now, young ladies always have different options in life. That's a different conversation for a different day. But the way biology is and the way American society is set up, parts of the old social contract between men and women exist, and you still have men out there who are willing to take care of women. Okay, fine, no problem. Still get some type of skill, young ladies. I'm not saying to abandon your skills and just be a housewife, although that's an honorable thing to be a wife and a mother when you're grown and when it's appropriate. However, having some type of skill or ability doesn't hurt while you're on your own. And if you do decide to create a family, now you have options. Options are good. Options allow you to walk away from a situation if you aren't being treated correctly on a job. Options allow you to explore what may pay you better. Maybe you might decide you want a career change. Maybe you may want to negotiate a higher salary. Maybe you're unable to do a particular job at one point in your life. God forbid. Maybe even a company lays you off because they're downsizing. Maybe the company closes and nobody has a job. Look at how General Motors used to have all the manufacturing plants here, and they moved them overseas. In Shreveport, Louisiana, and Bastrop, Louisiana, factories leaving the cities crippled the economies, and I lived in both of those places at one point. Great people, great cities, but darn, because people limited themselves to one skill, a lot of people were out of work, and it caused the economies there to, in Shreveport, they experienced some rough times. In Bastrop, the economy bottomed out and still hasn't recovered as far as I've known. The point I'm making is this. While you have the opportunity to learn something that can generate and upwards of 50,000. Some of those trades can pay you up to 100,000. By the way, getting a CDL or a commercial truck driving license, you can finish that in 6 to 8 weeks, and you can put yourself in position to make six figures or own your own truck one day. Or you can drive local and you can still make good money and be home every day. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, don't overlook trades, don't overlook skills. Take advantage of those opportunities. You will hit a point in life where nobody is reaching out to you to give you opportunities for free. They'll cost at that point. While you're in high school, take advantage of those opportunities. Speak to your business education teachers, your career and technical education teachers, or your guidance counselors to find out how those programs are set up in your school. But don't overlook them. Get the trade, get the skill, keep it. I have an OSHA card in my back pocket right now, even though I still work as a teacher. My family trust has a blue collar skill that we use to generate revenue for the family trust, and so that the children will have that later. So I'm not even speaking to you from a point of view in which I don't take advantage of. I actually live the lifestyle I'm speaking to you of. And quite frankly, the family trust has good opportunities, and we do well to the point where if I didn't love education, I suppose I could walk away from it. I don't necessarily take a large paycheck from this particular organization. I let my mother and the kids have it. I just have some influence over it. But what I'm saying is it generates revenue. It's legit. Take advantage of those opportunities. Get those skills. Good morning. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.